It's Friday, October 10th, 2014, and let's talk about what happened this week over at xdadevelopers.com. I just realized that I kind of blend into the background, so hopefully you can see me with my camouflage. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First up, ChainFire's back at it again. He's updated CF Autoroute with support for some new devices, specifically the Samsung Galaxy S5 Prime and the Galaxy Note 4. And there are reportedly many more devices that are going to be added soon. So, if you've got the Note 4, the S5, or the S5 Prime, go ahead and check out the threads linked to in the portal post to get your Autoroute on. Moving right along, we previously mentioned all of the Android One devices were rooted thanks to XDA recognized developer Varun Cheatray 15, and as expected, custom ROM development has begun, with Varun putting together a build of CM11 for the Android One devices. That said, it should still be considered kind of early, because dual SIM and internet connectivity are not really working, they're kind of broken at the moment, but it is still nice to see a little bit of custom development working for these Android One devices. Speaking of that though, it was also announced this week that Micromax, one of the first Android One device manufacturers, is going to be teaming up with Cyanogen Inc. to release a CM-powered smartphone to the Indian market. This is quite exciting because the Indian market represents potentially a ginormous user base, and Micromax is apparently quite a large supplier there. I'm not from that area, I honestly don't know. I know that I am a huge fan of CM-powered devices being on the market though, and with offerings like the OnePlus One and the Oppo N1, I'm even more excited to see more devices coming. But I am curious, for you guys that are in India, what do you think of a CM-powered Micromax device? I've heard some mixed reviews of Micromax as a company, so I really don't know what to think. Next up, as a former user of the Galaxy Nexus, I was quite excited to see a story pop up about it this week. Unfortunately, the G-Nex was abandoned by Google when KitKat came out, but the development community has done its best to try to keep it alive and kicking. As of this weekend, XDA senior member MWIsBest released a beta build of his OmniROM-based Fork My Life ROM with some updated GPU drivers, thanks to the work done by XDA senior member Xeon. There are still some bugs related to the camera in this ROM, but if you're a user of the G-Nex and you've been struggling with not-so-great graphics drivers under KitKat, this might be an interesting ROM for you to take a look at. And one last story, you might have heard about the shell shock vulnerability lately. It's a bit of a nasty one. Well, desktop OSs very quickly had their shell updated, but if your Android device has Bash on it, it probably hasn't been updated yet. It's likely your device is not using Bash, as it really doesn't come installed by default from AOSP or anything. But just in case, XDA forum member 3Loosh applied the patch for it to Bash for Android and has made that available. So if you know that your device has Bash on it, you might want to look at his forum thread and go ahead and get that patched version for it. Keep in mind though, your device has to be rooted, but if your device is running Bash, it's probably rooted anyway. And the last thing, a bit of XDA news. We've got one more week left for you to enter the LG Developer Challenge, so if you're interested in winning an LG G Pad or a G Watch R, and you've got an idea of something that you want to develop using the LG Q-Pair SDK, check out the post on the portal. Also, as usual, 3 other videos were posted to XDA TV this week. TK did another Expose Tuesday showing you how to move OB files to your SD card. He also did a device review of the Blackphone BP1, and then he did an app review showing off better multitasking using C floating. But you know what? That's going to be about all from me for today. You can find the links to all the stories I talked about in the video description, as usual, as well as the links to my YouTube channels. Remember, if you like this video, leave us a like down below the video and subscribe to receive all of our content as soon as it becomes available. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.